Referendum for a new Ethiopian constitution. Asking President Joe Biden to help us in our effort to demolish the unusual constitution and replace it with a new Ethiopian constitution with referendum before performing oath of office of the Prime Minister. Please sign and forward the above petition to all Ethiopians and friends of Ethiopia. It is initiated by concerned citizens of Ethiopian Americans in different parts of the United States of America. Dear President Joe Biden, we, the undersigned members of the Ethiopian American community and friends of Ethiopia living in different states of America, submitting this petition to express our grave concern on the recent election held in Ethiopia that based on the government law which is known as the Unusual Constitution and the UN Archive that creates to destroy Ethiopia by anti-Ethiopia secessional groups like EPLF, TPLF, OLF, and ONLF factions. These factions are all separatist and intentionally introduced Article 39 to enslave Ethiopians and then to fragment Ethiopia. Article 39, number 1 states that every nation, nationality, and people in Ethiopia has an unconditional right to self-determination, including the right to secession. Thus, the election for Ethiopia based on such anti-Ethiopian law will defeat its purpose. That is why the election shall not serve Ethiopia's interest. This election has failed all pivotal requirements of a standard election process. Peace, security, and stability is the most important one. Some regions like Tigray, Somali, Harar, most Benshangul, some Oromia regions do not have elections. Most places have no option as the seating government is the only one for the people casting their vote. The seating government started to officially assign to different power individuals before the election result announcement by the election board. The government started to arrest, kill, hunt strong opposition party members, continued hiding what is happening against humanity in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, innocent civilians are slaughtered in different parts of Ethiopia, especially in Oromia and Benshangul regions. Innocent citizens are killed in the city center in the face of their families without due process in Welega. We also learned such crime of slaughtering of active members of the community in their own taxi in the Ethiopian capital city Addis Ababa, and no one is held accountable to date. War, hunger, and war crime in Tigray, genocide is committed on Amhara people, many people displaced, and killings by armed forces and government-sponsored killings of civilians are everyday events in Ethiopia. After a long period of silence, the U.S. is now speaking, and is taking action against criminals executing gross acts of crime against humanity. The 21st century is called the era of the Constitution. However, Ethiopia is still leading by a fraudulent and criminal government law copied primarily from the TPLF manifesto that empowers the government to enslave the Ethiopian people. This law has roped God-given rights of sovereignty and land ownership from Ethiopians and gave it to the government. Ethiopia does not have a constitution, and Ethiopia's people demand a national dialogue that will bring a national consensus that brings forth a new constitution. Since the government uses the current government law to enslave the people structurally, we Ethiopians are working towards a national referendum for a new constitution and demolish the current governing law. The new reconciling constitution empowers the Ethiopian people over the government. Discussion is going forward by Ethiopians as concerned citizens have already drafted a new constitution that satisfies all the international covenant requirements for civic and political rights, ICCPR, and presented it for the Ethiopian public to nurture, improve and making the necessary corrections. Dear President Biden, our urgent appeal and direct advocacy focus on restoring our unaverred, oldest, and most extended friendship of the United States of America and Ethiopia, a reliable strategic ally of the United States in the Horn of Africa. Identifying and finding out a fundamental mistake that has been done in 1991 and reconstructing the two countries' relationship by removing the dangerous obstacle and the leading root cause of deteriorating devastation for replacing with the solid alignment of a new American interest with Ethiopian resurrections by helping Ethiopian people to secure a national referendum for the new constitution. While Ethiopia has been, and remains to be, a reliable strategic ally of the United States in the Horn of Africa, we firmly believe that what the Senate and your administration came up with as a recommendation will help repair the century-old but actual alliance. Once Ethiopia voted for a referendum on a new constitution and implementation of the new constitution is done, we will have free and independent institutions that uphold the rule of law in Ethiopia. It is also with great pleasure to witness what the United States of America has helped Ethiopians to transfer technology and knowledge in building century-old institutions that became the pride of Ethiopia. To name few are the Ethiopian Airlines, the Ethiopian Telecommunication, the Ethiopian Air Force, the Ethiopian Marine, Ethiopian Roads Authority. Agricultural development projects such as ARDU, Wadu and Kadu, Addis Ababa University, Ailmaya College of Agriculture and Mechanical Arts. Agricultural technical schools, Ambo and Jimma, now all are universities. It is a recorded history that the United States of America and the whole world will benefit from a strong Ethiopia. Ethiopia has paid its due with courage and bravery on its alliance with the United States of America, to name a few: alliance in war with South Korea, Democratic Congo, Somalia, etc. It now is a historical test of time for the United States of America to help and save Ethiopia from separatist forces, and help Ethiopians install their new constitution as the supreme law of the land that facilitates togetherness, nurture humanity in all aspects, and regain its status as a solid and dependable ally of the United States of America, and the absolute peace and justice-loving world. Such a people-to-people alliance will promote our shared interest in the Horn of Africa and beyond. We Ethiopians shall not allow the elected Prime Minister to perform an oath to destroy Ethiopia and realize the mission of the unique constitution. This blue book works to our demise. Therefore, we, members of the Ethiopian American community in the United States of America, kindly requesting your action per your recommendation that Ethiopia start the democratization process before the performance of the oath of office, as it aligns with the interest of Ethiopia and Ethiopians. May God bless Ethiopia and the United States of America, and their alliance for furthering peace, unity, kindness, sharing, and truth that are honorable. CC. Honorable Kamala Harris, Vice President. Honorable Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House.